you doing? What's the gossip? Let me know. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. How is everyone doing? What has been going on? I am up. I wanted to get up before I got up today and my alarm went off and I was like, I am so sleepy. I think it's because I've been doing the kitchen, and you know when your brain's just constantly on the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. So I just don't know if subconsciously I'm just like drained. So I'm like, I need some relaxing time, but that's not the time today because I need to go. I need to nip to B&Q now because I need to grab a mitre. But I know I mentioned in my last video I was just going to use my mitre saw to put the coving up, but to get the cuts right, it's just more faff than it's worth. So I'm just going to grab a mitre box. It'll be really easy just to cut it through that. So I'm going to do that today. And then the B&Q that I'm going to has a TK Maxx right beside it. So I need to nip in and have a look at the homeware. Needs to happen. I've not been in a shop for so long because I've just been in this house getting that stuff sorted. So I'm actually really excited, and I'm really excited just to be in homeware. So yeah, I'm actually excited about that. I had a little mini concert this morning, just live it. I edited my video, got that up, got that scheduled, and yeah, did a mini little concert. If you ever walk past my house and I'm having a concert, then either watch and live your best life or just keep on walking by and just pretend you didn't see it. So I'm going to go grab that stuff. I'm feeling really croaky today and it's actually really frustrating. I've coughed about 6 times doing this, and don't worry, I edit it all out. I'm not going to put you through that. But yeah, I just feel a bit like, ugh. I think it's probably because I'm not long up and I'm just been rushing around trying to get stuff sorted to get out. So yeah, heading to, I need to grab the stuff from there, have a little shop round, then I'm going to come back. Someone actually commented on the last video. Do you know what? Sometimes I just look at my comments and I think, what did I ever do to deserve these beautiful humans part of my life? Like, yous are just incredible. I need to say thank you. I feel like I say thank you a lot, but I'm just little old me and yous just be really nice to me and I really appreciate it, so thank you very much. But someone did comment to say actually show me more of me doing the DIY. Normally I'll show little bits, but then I'll just obviously come in and then talk you through it because it's more designy, but I'll show you me trying to put the coving up today. Problem is it's a really small room, so to try and get filming, my ladders are huge. But I'm going to try and if I can show you exactly what I do with the coving, and I'll show you more of my DIY rather than just the finished result. But I know a lot of yous are like, my husband's going to hate me because I'm going to go and show him this and tell me he needs to do it this weekend. Yeah, get him to do it. I love that. Right, I'm going to go because I need to get to B&Q. I'll take you along. I also wanted to have a look at colours in here. I just don't think I'm going to do it yet because I'm just going to be exhausted. I'm just going to burn myself out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the kitchen. Hopefully that'll be done probably by the time this video goes up, which is Sunday. Hopefully by that point most of the kitchen's pretty much done. It's just going to be little finishing touches. Then maybe next week I can focus in here and get this all painted. But I do need to pick samples and stuff, so I should probably do that while I'm there. So I'll have a little look and see what that vibe is and see if I can get a couple of little testers. I just don't want to paint it on this wall yet because if I don't find the colour straight away, I'm going to have to be living in a living room with paint swatches on the wall. I think I could put it on some paper and maybe bring it in. Either way, I'll figure it out. It needs to be painted. Maybe if I put the sample on, it'll force me to do it. Right, I'm going to go. Let's go. So, I've just got back to the car from B&Q. This thing here, so I know I said in my last video about getting a mitre box that there was a piece loose of the, one of the corners. So I literally took that over to the mitre box section and it fit like a glove. So your coving will literally just sit in here and then you'll just make your cuts. So I would recommend, if you are going to do it, this thing here will make your life so much easier. I was sat last night and my brain was racking around the mitre tool and I looked at some videos online and it's doable, but just configuring it and doing all that, I was like, what is the easiest way to do it? And because it's polystyrene, it'll literally just cut through. So I just got a fine cut wood. I think I may have got the wrong saw. This is actually the same wood, but I've got another saw at home anyway, so either way. But yeah, you'll literally just cut cut that right through, and that's it. And that's literally as easy as that. So I got that. So yeah, definitely have a think about that. I also, I normally use the pink stuff, but I did see this. I prefer when they go in the gun, you know, the little like a silicone gun, and I seen this adhesive as well. So I thought if my pink stuff doesn't work, at least I've got this and I don't have to come back out. And I've only got one tube of pink stuff left, so I would probably need some more anyway. So I'll let you know how that one goes if I do use it. And then I actually got 2 samples mixed up for the living room. So I know I said I wasn't going to be focusing too much on it, and I'm not, but I thought it would be good for me to have the samples and see what they look like. So I went for, what was the colours called? This one's called Oxford Stone. So that's a mix up of Farron Ball. So Farron Ball's Oxford Stone is the colour. So I went for that mixed up in matte. I don't actually even know if it asked me what I want it in. I'm hoping he's done it in matte. Oh yeah, he has. He has. Brill. And then this other one is a Valspar colour, and it's called Lark Song. So I'll let you know what these look like on the wall. Obviously I'll do it with yous anyway, but I think I'm just going to put it straight onto the wall, which is really annoying because then I'm going to have marks on the wall probably for a week or so, but we will get round to getting it all done. I'm actually excited because I've been thinking about curtains as well. I'll talk to you about that when I get home. So I'm going to take myself to TK Maxx before I head home because I just want to have a little wander around. I know I shouldn't be wasting time, but in my head, that's not wasting time. That's actually the right thing to do. So I'm actually really excited to just go and have a little wander around. I'm so sorry, all the beating's gonna go off. I'm not actually looking for nothing in particular, to be honest. I just want to be around some homeware, and that I just want to have a little gander round to what I can get. I'm not even going to buy anything. I say that, famous last words. Oh, that guy's letting me go, thank you. So I'm going to go just have a little look. I would love to find, I know I showed those footstools, you know, in the last one, the orange ones, and loads of you were saying they were amazing, like they're gorgeous. So I went and checked out the price. Oh my god, they were like £340 something for one. And bear in mind, I need 2. I'm not paying £700 for 2 footstools that are going to sit under the console table. Absolutely not. So I was like, we ain't doing that over here. So yeah, I'm not going for them ones. Even though they are absolutely perfection, I am not prepared to pay £700 for 2 of those. That is just absolutely outrageous. So back to the drawing board, but I do know that HomeSense and TK Maxx normally get in quite good footstools. They're really good in that section. It's hit and miss all the time, but I think if I persevere with it and wait to find the right ones, it'll happen. I want like a gorgeous colour, but I would even be happy with a neutral, but just like a stunning one. I don't want the light creams, like I'm not, like the one that I've got now, I might as well just keep that because it's like a light cream, so I don't want that. I want more of a taupey colour. I feel like I'm going away from the, and I don't know if it's just, I try not to follow trends in general, but I know I fall into that space sometimes. I'm only human, I'm only obsessed with stuff. So the more you see stuff, the more you're like, oh, that is actually nice, but I try and stay away from it. So I want something a little bit more, something a bit darker, but I hope I'm not doing that because is dark becoming a trend? I don't know. I know neutrals are like a trend for all the girlies. But yeah, I need to find that. And if I've seen some now, you know, I couldn't not buy them. But this is only a small TK Maxx, so I don't imagine going to get them in there. But I'm just excited, like I say, to have a little wander around. And then I'm going to go home and I'm going to start the coving. I'm going to see how much I can get done today because I really want to get as much of it up as possible. It's only a small room, so it's more the corners, but now that I've got that, I honestly think, because I sat in the shop and I was configuring, you know, with the corner, and I was like, right, how would I cut that corner, how would I cut that corner? And I think it'll be quite easy. And I think because I'm not using my mitre saw now, that's going to make things a lot easier. I don't know about using, I'm sure you're homebodies and you love interior if you're on my channel, because I was actually thinking about it. I could talk about interiors literally from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to bed. That's why a lot of my channel, you'll get me just talking and talking and talking, and I never ever get bored of it. And that's why this type of community is perfect for me, because you guys obviously love to hear it, and when I think about like my friends and stuff, I remember going back to even when I was like 18, when, you know, like people are going out, and I used to be obsessed by like my friends' parents' homes, and you know, just things that an 18-year-old typically is not obsessed with. I was, and like when I started on social media and I started doing it based on interiors and stuff and my passion, this is exactly where I'm meant to be. Like, it's genuinely where I'm meant to be, because you guys love even like when I uploaded the video that went up this week on Wednesday, the amount of comments about the light and the kitchen and all these little things that are little to a lot of people, we're obsessed by it. We're actually obsessed by it, and it makes me feel like I'm at home, because I can come on here and I can keep talking and I can keep talking, and you guys just love it and you interact, and it just makes me feel like this is exactly, like I said, the space that I'm supposed to be. I just think that social media in this way built, especially if you've got a passion for something and if you've ever been thinking about it, and I know sometimes coming on socials a lot of people are like, well, what would people think, blah 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 blah. Just post, especially if you've got something, because I think that interiors can sometimes become a bit of a trend where you'll see people setting up home accounts because they're just getting their new house, and a lot of them fall away, and I've seen that over the years, that some people won't particularly stick at it, and it's because they're not necessarily passionate about it. They're going through something that they're really happy with at that point in their life, and don't get me wrong, they probably like love stuff, but you see them falling away, and I think there'll be a number of reasons why some people fall away. I get that, but I also think sometimes when you're passionate about something, you can talk about it every single day. Like me posting twice a week, it's a lot of work, but I don't feel like I'm doing it. I don't feel like I'm working, because A, I'm talking to my besties about home interior stuff, and B, I love everything to do with it. So that's why hopefully the longevity of me sticking around on socials, it feels like I'm going to be doing it a long time, because it's what I love to do, and my friends will not let me talk about interiors for that long. Like, they just won't, so I don't get that outlet like in my personal life, like with friends and family and stuff, because obviously they'll entertain me for so long, but then eventually they get bored and they're like, right Sheldon, we're totally over this conversation now, and I'm like, but I'm just getting started. So I don't know where that come from, but I think when I think about socials, whether you're a collector of something, whether you're an artist, whether you're, you know, you're just someone who's got a real passion about something, like my sister, she is an amazing she goes out and takes pictures of wildlife. She predominantly focused on birds, but she also will do deers and all the things. She'll go and she'll travel all around to get like these most incredible pictures. She's so passionate about it, and I was like, I've been telling her for years, you need to set up a little social media, because you're passionate about it. You'll find other people who have got that same passion, and they'll literally you'll be able to have a conversation with them forever, and it'll feel, and she literally last week set it up. I'm so pleased for her, because I've literally wanted her to do it for such a long time, because she's so good at it. So good at it. Honestly, her pictures are just absolutely incredible. I'm so proud of her. And I just got to TK Maxx and I spoke to you the whole way about interiors. Right, I'm going to go in here, I'm going to see what they've got. So here's where I'm up to. I'm so sorry if you can hear the dishwasher on. I just needed to throw the bits and bobs in there, but I've done all the coving, all the paneling up here, all the way around here. This is all done. I just need to get all the corner trims in, but I'll do that after I put the coving up. So I'm going to make a little start on that now. So what I need to do is go up to the ceiling and mark out the right distance at the bottom, and then on the ceiling as well, just to make sure that when it goes on the ceiling it goes on fine, because the ceilings will never be straight and your corners will always be a little bit wonky. So yeah, I'm going to do that. That's where I'm starting. So I'm going to do this little bit here, and then I'll probably try and mess around with these corners, and then yeah, hopefully it should be okay. Wish me luck. So what I'm doing is I've just literally put the coving into the miter box, and I'm going to do my first internal cut, which is here. So I just used my templates and went into what would an internal miter look like, which would be that. So then I grabbed this piece because that's the side that I need for up there, and then I'm just going to simply put it in the miter block, and then so I'll try and show you as I'm doing it. I'm going to try and use this saw. It looks really thin and that's what it says you needed, so I'll let you know how I get on. I'm just going to do this up in the worktop so that you can see a little bit better, because the space is not very good. You just make sure it's flat, and then all I'm going to do is put it in there, and then I'm just going to do, literally you can see it goes through it so easy. And now that is my first cut. And then I'll just get a little bit of sandpaper and just sand that down just so that it's neat. And then I'll do the other internal for the other side. So now I've got either end cut. So that end's 45 degrees for the internal, and so is this end. So now I'm going to pop it up. I've put a couple of pins in on the black line that I drew up there, just because that'll make it easier to sit on. And then if it fits, I'll then just come down and put some of my adhesive on the back, and then we'll get it up. So wish me luck.
Headlights on the highway. If you only knew, being back here always makes me think of you. When the world is sleeping, do you think of me? With the road ahead's coming back again, coming back to me. Yeah. I remember the long drives, the late nights in your car. I remember it all. Windows down, empty streets, you were all I used to know. You and I, forever, forever.
So I feel like I'm in the swing of the cuts and stuff now. So this is going to be my external corner. So that is just going to be for up here. So I'm just going to have that part out, and then I will have, not that part, this will then go like this. Does that make sense? So that'll then go round where the boiler is, and it'll look something like that. And then obviously this one's an internal one because it's going down this part. These little corners are perfect for your templates. I've just got these and I'm going, right, I need an external corner. So then all I do is I simply get these and go, what does that look like? And I'm like, right, an external would look like that. So if I'm cutting my piece like that, it needs to follow this line. But if I'm cutting a piece like that side, I need to follow this line. Don't know if that's making sense. I hope it is. These are your best friends. So if you're going to buy the Nyack or any coving, I would say just buy these as your little templates. It's really easy to cut. You've seen how easy the blade went through it. So, and then this first piece went up pretty easy. It's quite a long piece. So yeah, it seems to be up there fine. I've drew my marks on this one. So I'm going to go up, put this one up, and then I'll do the next little bit, and then I'll try and do this full length. But that's probably, with the marking up and stuff, probably only took me 10 minutes. So now that I'm in the flow, hopefully I can start, this can all start flying up. Then once you caulk it and stuff, it's going to look amazing. I'm so excited. And then that's the external one done. There is a little bit of a gap in it. This is just all wonky, to be fair. So I'm going to put a piece of wood trim going down the end, and then I'll have to just caulk in there. But yeah, I think it looks great. Look at it. I think it's going to look so good. That's only took me 10 minutes. That's probably the hardest bit in the room, because now these are all just straight, and then the couple of miters in the corners. So hopefully it will all fly up now, but imagine that once it's all painted and I've got all the paneling painted. Can you see the vision? Can you see the vision? P.S. Ignore this light, it will be getting changed. Can you see the vision? So I have just primed all the cupboards. That took ages, but I used this Zinza primer. I'm going to try not to touch it because it's everywhere. But yeah, I use that Zinza primer. It's really good. I use it for like even when I do my IKEA furniture and stuff, because it just lets the paint stick straight to it. So I'm made up with that. I did all the caulking of the coving, so that's pretty much all done. I do need to touch up some bits, let that dry, and then we'll be good to go. I did just put a bit of paint on this side because it's a satin wood paint that I've gone for, and I've never used it before. I was a little bit worried that it was going to be too shiny, but actually I made up with it, so we're all good there. I did just paint this cupboard to get a feel. Obviously this one wasn't primed, so I need to prime that and then paint it, because you can see obviously the brown through it, but that's the shine that it'll be. And actually I love it. It'll be easier to wipe, because if I go for matte, which is up here, it's obviously going to be much more of a nightmare to keep clean, and given that it's in the kitchen, I don't want to deal with that. So yeah, I'm going to get some paint on to the cupboards now. Then I am going to go over, and I've got some wood bits that I just need to fill, so I'll go over, fill all the wood bits, and then probably tomorrow I'll then go in and give all the paneling a paint, and hopefully by like tomorrow evening all the painting's done. It'll need a couple of coats and stuff, so yeah. We're getting somewhere, we're really getting somewhere. It's taking a while. I've actually got Vampire Diaries on my laptop. I thought, do you know what? I've been playing music for the last couple of days. I'm like, let me just watch some Vampire Diaries, or listen to it. I've watched it loads of times, so I don't actually have to keep my eyes on it. So I'm going to start up here, paint these cupboards, paint the top trim and stuff. I ripped all the plastic off of them, so it looked like this. I still need to prime this one, but yeah, it was so much better once ripping that off, because if I painted the plastic, some bits were coming off, so it would move, and then I think it would just crack the paint and stuff. So this way, having a flat surface feels so much better. I didn't take the plastic off the top bits. I have primed all this now. I think that was that. I have primed all of it, so I'm not worried about that coming off, because that is like stuck to it. So that's just like doing some IKEA furniture. But yeah, overall I am made up. Time to go and start painting. So this is where I got up to. You're going to have to forgive the state of the kitchen. It's just that I'm constantly coming in, opening paint, painting other bits, and then moving on. But look how good the colour looks. This is it with one of the little knobs on, but it's not on properly. I just wanted to see what it would look like. But I think the colour looks incredible. So I've filled all the little bits in around the side, so that was done today. So once that's dried overnight, I'll sand that down and then I'm going to paint the back. I did paint the back in this colour. I just feel like it's too much the same. So this is the Farrow and Balls drop cloth, so I think I'm going to go with that colour for the back. Do that all on the panelling, all the way round, and on the ceiling, on the coving. How good does the coving look? I think it looks so good. I did mess up this corner a little bit, but I did fill it, so that's just drying. So once that's dried and painted, hopefully that'll look really good. But yeah, that's what the colour will look like in the back. I've painted all the cabinets, so next step is I need to fill these. I think I am going to cover them, so I was debating on what to do, but to paint in them. So I'm just going to put some paneling over them. I don't need the space. It's, like I say, this kitchen's just to get me by until everything, I get my other kitchen built. But yeah, I will trim out the corners and stuff, so I'm going to do that first thing in the morning. And then we're going to be painting all the paneling, painting the ceiling, and then it'll just be a case of some finishing touches. But I do love how all this paneling look. This, I only had to use one pack in the end, so it cost me £31 to do the paneling in here, the coving, sorry. And I was made up with that, but yeah. All looking great, just a case of getting the last little bits done. I decided to go for a satin wood paint. I think going for matte would have just been too much to stay on top of. So this has got a little bit of a shine, but I'm actually not mad at it. I think it actually looks really good. It's not too much. And in here it looks different just with the way that light's shining, but that's all been painted the same colour. Everything's filled, and yeah, it's looking good. Once all this paneling up here is painted tomorrow, then I need to find a new light. But I'm made up with how it's looking once the handles are all on, the little knobs. It's gonna look so good, but I need to get this kitchen scrubbed tomorrow. So once it's painted, I'm going to scrub it from top to bottom. But I am in love. So that's all of that. I did get some little bits that I've had. So I got some bits when I went to TK Maxx. Look how cute this is. This is like a little pinny, but I'm going to put it on the panel, and I'm going to put like little pegs that I bought. So I'm going to put these little pegs on the paneling, you know, by the back door. And I just want to sit one of them on because I just think that would look really cute. Just sat on one of them. And I also got some, how beautiful are these tea towels? I think they would be really cute. Again, maybe just one of those sat on one of the little pegs as well. And just to bring in all those colours and vibes in there. These were just from Amazon. I'll leave these linked below. Really inexpensive. I think it was, is it like £11 for a chunk of them? They come in a pack of, I want to say like 8 or 11. I obviously only need a couple, but I thought actually they're really good to always have in. I think I might put one up in my guest room, just for maybe coats, or a house coat for when guests come round. I can just hang it up outside of the wardrobe. I think that would be really pretty. And like I say, these were $7.99, but it's for 4. Yeah, 4. And you get the different types all in my beautiful colours that I am obsessed with. And then, like I say, that, how pretty is that colour? So I've seen those in TK Maxx. I also ordered this. So when I was doing the kitchen, I was like, the black worktops are not working. I have never tried this before. I've seen it in other people's and it actually looks really nice. I just went for this and it's just really subtle. Whether it looks good or not, I don't know, but I'll put it up. If it doesn't work out, that's cool. Not lost nothing other than a couple of quid that I spent on it, but I thought I wanted to try and see if the white worktop would look better, which I think it will, to be honest. And like I say, it's really subtle, it's not in your face like the veining and stuff. I think it looks okay, so I'll keep you posted on that in the next video. I'll probably film me doing it because I think that will be a little bit of a touchy job. And then I went to HomeSense today. Oh my god, it was so much fun. I feel like I've not been for so long. And so I picked up a little, you know, for your spoon when you're cooking. I seen one of these the other day when I was in TK Maxx, but it had a little chip on it and I was like, oh, that would have been perfect for my kitchen. Then when I went into HomeSense the day they had it, that was $5.99, just a piece of marble. And I think that would be nice, just sat on the side for when I'm cooking. And something that I don't own, and it's weird, I've been like, why have I not got one, is for my paper towels. I just went for a wooden one. They didn't have a huge selection in there today, but that was $5.99. I thought just to have my kitchen roll on. I said paper towels, kitchen roll. But yeah, so I got that as well. And I've also ordered some fabrics, looking at replacing these curtains. I do love these curtains, I just don't love them for this space. So I'm looking at that. I also got some fabrics for the sofa. I've got all that being sorted, so I'll be able to show you what that looks like in my next video. So I am made up. I feel like I've got loads done. The kitchen, hopefully after tomorrow, once I get the ceiling and the paneling painted, will be 95% of it done. It'll just be all the finishing touches which I can get done. So yeah, that's really exciting. I'm going to finish this video up here, so if you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. That does help my little channel so much. And as always, if you're not already subscribed, please push that subscribe button, and I will catch you in my next video.